She burned my passport like it was a cigarette wrapper, flicked the lighter once, watched the flame catch, then dropped it in the airport trash can, as if she hadn't just erased my identity with a single gesture. She didn't cry, didn't flinch, just smiled sharp, cold, and detached, like a surgeon snapping off gloves after a clean cut. "Stay home and take care of the kids," she said, her voice dipped in cruelty. "That's what poor husbands do." Then she walked toward the private jet with him, her lover, the one with the tailored suit and the smug grin. His hand slid around her waist, like he owned her, and she let him. She never looked back. I stood there, stunned. Not by the betrayal I'd already suspected, but by the precision of her exit, the casual, cruel elegance of it. She'd planned this, thought I'd crawl. She had no idea who I really was. The terminal emptied around me like a stage after the final act. Announcements echoed in the distance. Suitcases rolled by. A child cried softly near gate 19. But my world had gone mute. I sat down slowly, like I might shatter if I moved too fast. My hand still held the carry-on she let me pack. A bag full of lies, suntan lotion, baby pictures, and a book she never meant to read with me. I checked my phone. No service. Then it buzzed. A message from her? Need a ride home? You must be so lost without me. It didn't sting. Not like I thought it would. It just confirmed what I already knew. She wanted the kill shot. Not just to leave, but to humiliate. But you don't corner a man without checking his teeth. I scrolled down past old texts, past memories, past photos, until I found the contact marked PRIVATEE. No name. Just a number. I hadn't touched it in 3 years. I tapped the call button. It rang once. "Sir?" "Liquidate her shares," I said, steady as stone. "All of them." 10 minutes. That's all it took. 10 minutes for a $550 million empire to start unraveling thread by golden thread. I watched from behind the terminal glass as her phone rang in the cabin. She answered casually at first, still smug, still untouchable. Then I saw it. The freeze. That split-second stillness when reality smacks you so hard it knocks the breath out of your lungs. Her body stiffened. Shoulders tensed. She blinked. I imagined the voice on the other end, calm, corporate, surgical, informing her that her assets were being liquidated, that her name was no longer on the board, that the investor who made her company soar had just clipped her wings. Me. She turned to her lover, mouthed something frantic. He frowned, shook his head. She shoved him away, scrambled toward the jet door, and sprinted down the stairs. Her heels skidded on the tarmac. My phone lit up like a dying star. 1 new message, 2, 6, 17. By the time I unlocked it, the count had hit 43, then 89, then 135. What did you do? Please answer. They're freezing everything. This is a mistake. Don't do this. I didn't respond. I just watched her through the glass. She ran through the terminal like she could outrun the consequences. Hair wild, mascara smeared, dress askew from panic. Her lover followed at a distance, unsure now. The man who thought he was stepping into a life of luxury looked more like a lost intern at his first crisis meeting. Security caught her at the sliding doors. She screamed my name loud, raw, unhinged. People turned. Some stared. Some filmed, but I just stood there. We locked eyes, and in that instant, I saw everything unravel. Not just the business, not just the plan, but her. The mask fell off. This wasn't the woman who kissed our kids goodnight with a lie on her lips. This wasn't the polished CEO who laughed on magazine covers. This was the scared little girl behind the fire. Desperate, cornered. She mouthed something, "Please." I raised my phone. Took one picture. No flash. Just the truth. Then I turned. As I walked through arrivals, sunlight spilled across the floor. Warm, soft, familiar, like home. A final ping, $550 million transferred. Account secured. I smiled, barely. Not because I'd won. This wasn't a victory. This was release. The kids were safe. They'd never see her like this. And me? I wasn't a ghost anymore. She thought she could write the ending, that I'd be the broken man waiting by the curb, begging for a ride home. But I built the runway she tried to fly from. I bankrolled her dreams, trusted her with my silence. And when she set fire to my name, she forgot I owned the matchbook. Now she stands behind glass, screaming, shrinking, unraveling, and I walk away. One step at a time. Lighter with each one. Not angry. Not bitter. Just free. Funny thing about fire, it doesn't just destroy. It clears the way for something new. And from the ashes of what we were, I rose. A little scorched. A little wiser. But very much alive.